And changes, and anything I can do to do that, I will carry on doing. That's my life.
Jeremy Corbyn, thank you very much for joining me on Political Thinking. What is absolutely clear is that Jeremy Corbyn isn't going to make Keir Starmer's life easier by simply walking away and saying, I don't want to be a Labour MP anymore. And that poses a real dilemma for the Labour leader. Does he in effect expel him permanently from the party? Or does he have to eat his words and allow him back in? Just as Labour will begin a difficult debate about how to oppose Liz Truss's Tories. Are they full-blooded in their support for working people, standing on picket lines and taking them on, as Jeremy Corbyn would want? Or is theirs a subtler message designed to appeal to the broad centre of British politics? It's not going to be dull. Thank you for watching.
Hello there. Most of the showers today have been across England and Wales, but this evening and overnight those will decay, just to keep a few going around some of these North Sea coasts for a while. For many, skies will clear and it's going to get cold overnight, a bit colder than it was last night. Temperatures could be down to 4 or 5 degrees. Not quite so cold in the northwest of Scotland, the breeze beginning to pick up here. But across England and Wales, we start dry and sunny tomorrow. Some patchy cloud builds up, but it should stay dry. The odd showers possible in Scotland and Northern Ireland ahead of this rain that comes into northern Scotland in the afternoon. It gets windy in Northern Ireland, particularly Scotland, gales in the northwest, and temperatures similar to those of today, so around 15 to 17 degrees typically. That rain, by the time we get to Monday morning, is in the English Channel, so it's sweeping through quickly, followed by sunshine and showers, mainly in the north and the east, and a really much stronger northerly wind this time, I think, on Monday. So temperatures at best 15 or 16 in the south, but feeling colder in the wind.
This is BBC News with the latest headlines for viewers in the UK and around the world. Eyewitnesses say armed soldiers are going door to door in occupied parts of Ukraine to collect votes for so-called referendums on joining Russia. At the United Nations General Assembly, Russia's foreign minister has accused the West of stirring up tensions around the world.
West is introducing dividing lines everywhere along the lines of a confrontation between blocs. You are either with us or against us. There is no third option.
In Iran, increasingly violent anti-government protests have continued for an 8th day. The UK opposition leader Sir Keir Starmer will set out to his party conference the dividing lines between Labour and the new Conservative government.
And after 12 long years of Tory failure, didn't they just show their true colours yesterday? Yeah. Their driving ideology, make the rich richer and do nothing for working people.
And how one of the world's most streamed performers, Bad Bunny, has used his fame to draw attention to the issues facing his native Puerto Rico. Hello and welcome if you're watching in the UK or around the world. Reports from Ukraine say armed soldiers have been going door to door in occupied parts of the country to collect votes for self-styled referendums on joining Russia. Russian state media says door-to-door voting is necessary for security reasons. These are the 4 areas where voting is being held. They include occupied parts of Luhansk and Donetsk in the east and Zaporizhia and Kherson in the south. And they cover around 15% of Ukraine's territory. The so-called referendums have been widely condemned. The US President Joe Biden described them as a sham and a false pretext to try to illegally annex part of Ukraine. Our Ukraine correspondent James Waterhouse reports from Kyiv.